Hey everyone, it's Jessica Sage. I'm so excited to be coming live to you in our Sacred Nourishment group. I'm one of the moderators here and one of the facilitators for our upcoming community commitment to self-love, our 12 Days of You. So I wanted to just kind of talk about my intentions and my plans for those 12 days and see if that really resonates with any of you or inspires any of you on what you guys might want to do. So I know sometimes for some people it can be really inspirational to maybe do like a total cleanse or a reset or a detox, or really remove activities or foods from their diet. And for me, that isn't really the best way for me to nourish my mind, body, and spirit. In the past, I used to have a disordered relationship with my body and with food, and the way that I treated myself when I would eat certain foods just really, it wasn't a healthy thing. So what I like to do now, instead of focusing on removing things from my life or my diet, I focus on what I'm going to add into my life and how I'm going to really nourish my body, and how I'm going to just be in an abundant mindset. And I really think that what you put into your mind and your body can really affect your mindset. So I really like to focus on abundance. And so a couple things that I'm going to be working with in these 12 days and beyond is one, remineralization, and two, nutrient saturation. So I wanted to talk about what that means and kind of what my beliefs and ideas are around this. So I believe that we're magnetic beings. We are conductive beings, that we're meant to be in an alignment with health, vitality, happiness, peace, love, joy, and abundance. And our bodies are energetic. You can feel the energy moving between your fingers, and I don't think that's a mistake or a coincidence. And so the other thing is, when you look maybe in like the plant kingdom, what else is conductive? What else has this type of energy? And that's minerals. And the interesting thing is that our soil is depleted of minerals. When you go to like Lowe's or Home Depot and you look at the fertilizer, it really only has a few minerals, maybe calcium or potassium, but it doesn't have what our body really needs. Our bodies are a machine and they run on 90 plus minerals. And so when I think about how our food is naturally kind of devoid of these minerals that our bodies are craving, it makes sense how things like illness and money issues and other types of health opportunities have been coming up so often in our life. And it just really makes a lot of sense to me that because our soil is depleted, our bodies aren't receiving that nutrition. So I think that our bodies have such a really beautiful symbiotic relationship with plants. Plants can absorb nutrition from the sun and also absorb the nutrition from the soil and then be able to give that nutrition to us. And I think it's a beautiful relationship that I love being a part of, and I love being plant-based. But it's just that the plants that we have access to right now, unless you're growing your own food, is not at the quality that our bodies need. So there's that aspect. Our food is just not what it used to be. The second aspect is so much of what we're eating, even if we're trying to be quote unquote good, even if you're having almond milk, that almond milk has been stripped and then usually replaced with synthetic vitamins and minerals. When we eat synthetic vitamins and minerals, it actually creates space in our body to work harder. We're working harder to process this ingredient because our body doesn't really know what it is. So our mitochondria is working harder, our bodies are working harder to absorb this nutrition, and so we're losing our vital life force energy by trying to process this ingredient. And we're trying to do something good. We're either trying to take a vitamin or try to eat something healthy, and it's got synthetic vitamins and minerals in it. So again, it's like, the food is devoid of as much nutrients as it used to have. Second, it's replaced with artificial ingredients that our bodies are working harder to process. And then And that's even just something as simple as almond milk. I'm not perfect. I drink coffee. Sometimes I have a Gardein burger when I'm, looking for something simple to eat, and which of course is even more processed, and it's causing more of our vital life force energy to be depleted. So what I'm excited about is that now in these 12 days, I get to really saturate my body with vitamins and minerals, and I'm just excited to kind of build my energy up. So, kind of back to this whole remineralization and being an energetic being, I believe that, through increasing our mineral consumption, we're actually going to create our bodies to be a brighter light and a brighter connection to source, and have like a bigger channel for this universal life force energy that I believe we're all designed to naturally have. One of the videos that I was watching last night was super interesting. Dave Sandoval, one of the co-owners of Purium, was doing a video, and I'll try to link the video in the comments after I'm done. But he was basically doing a light bulb test, and this light bulb test was showing, how we can turn this light bulb on with he was showing it with just plain water. The plain mineral water did not turn the light bulb on. He was showing it with a sports drink. It barely turned the light bulb on. Then he showed raw coconut water. And when he put the little prongs in the raw coconut water, it lit up the light bulb. So we know that food contains energy, and our bodies are just like this light bulb. So do you want to be lit up? You can kind of see how different foods and liquids can do that for you. So what he started doing then was he showed the ionic elements from Purium. Purium's ionic elements is a really clean, pure source of fulvic and humic acids. The way that it's processed is there's no like acidic residue or anything in it. We're so blessed to have access to these superfoods that are, every ingredient is tested for purity, and every ingredient is grown with such love and care, grown away from highways, grown away from, inorganic farms, just grown with a lot of love. So we're super lucky to have access to this ionic minerals, and it's got over 90 minerals in it. And when he put the prongs in the water that was treated with this ionic elements, it was just as effective as the coconut water. And what was even more is he then did our 40 times aloe vera concentrate, lit up even more than the coconut water. And then he also did one with just the kamut blend, which is like an heirloom wheatgrass. And, the heirloom grasses, the green food, had so much minerals in them as well that they were conductive as well, just like the coconut water. So I'm just really feeling inspired to increase my energy, increase my prana, kind of raise my frequency through the power of minerals and greens. And I'm excited about, not really focusing on, taking too many things away. I'm definitely going to be limiting and removing coffee, and I'm going to be removing white sugar. I'll get to that right now because not to say I'm never going to have coffee or I'm never going to have sugar again, but when I'm trying to increase my body's energy, I don't want to be putting something in that takes my body's energy. So just like those synthetic vitamins and minerals take our body's energy to process, so does white sugar. White sugar is not a known ingredient to our body. It definitely leaches minerals from our body, so it's actually taking away what we already have. So, when I'm trying to increase my nutrition, I don't want to have something in there that's going to be kind of taking away all my hard work. So I'm going to be removing the white sugar, and I'm going to be replacing my coffee with the Can't Beat This, which is also an amazing Purium product. It is, you get your beets, which is grown in the ground. So root vegetables are great for remineralization. They have all of that time that they're kind of soaking in Mother Nature's little vitamin cauldron. And it also has coconut water powder. So what happens is when you take these superfoods, that have been grown with such care and love, grown organically with no genetically modified ingredients, and grown away from highways and grown away from pesticides, grown with clean water, and then they're processed within hours of picking. So you keep that vital life force energy because it's dehydrated at less than 118 degrees, and it kind of just preserves that energy in that food. So it's actually a higher quality than something that you might find at the grocery store. Even if you're buying organic kale or organic lettuce, those lettuces or kales could have been laying on the shelf for up to a week. And when that happens, it's really losing those vital life force energy and many of the nutrients. So when you're taking something like a Purium superfood, you're basically reanimating it with water, and it's exactly like it was 2 hours after it was picked. Super fresh, super potent minerals and vitamins and nutrition that it's actually higher quality than what you might even find at Whole Foods. So I'm really excited that I'm going to be just flooding my body with this high quality nutrition. Something that I've always taken is the Core 3. The Power Shake is amazing. So it's filled with those grasses. It has the wheatgrass juice in there. So it has those green cereal grasses that are, again, really super hydrating and remineralizing. And then, it also has root vegetables like the carrot juice and quinoa. And it's an amazing food to it's just a simple food to add into my day. All I have to do is just shake it with water, and I have a super potent elixir of green foods. So I'm going to stick with my Core 3. I always have Super Amino 23 every day. It's just something I do for my energy. And hi, Doozy. And then what I'm going to be doing is, like I said, replacing my coffee with the Can't Beat This. And then another food that I'm going to be adding in is I'm going to be adding in the ionic elements for those 90 minerals and the aloe vera concentrate for, again, those minerals. And, like I was talking about how some of these Purium superfoods are actually more nutritious than foods that I get at the grocery store. It's also easier to either blend up in a blender bottle or even make a smoothie in the blender. I'm getting more nutrition, and it's simple. And I just replace usually my lunch with the MVP Sport. So that's a protein powder. It's filled with adaptogenic mushrooms and, like pumpkin seed protein and brown rice protein. And so I'm basically going to be just adding in these green foods, the amazing protein, and the amazing minerals that's in the ionic elements and the aloe vera gel for those 12 days, and then limiting my coffee and limiting my or reducing my sugar, completely. And then one final thing that I wanted to mention that I'm going to be doing, I'm definitely a medical marijuana smoker, and I have been for many years. And I definitely love cannabis. I think it's an amazing plant ally. However, I have noticed that I just have a little bit of a sensitive body, and my lungs are a little bit sensitive. So I'm going to be no longer smoking in these 12 days. And what I'm going to do instead is have medicated honey. And I did this for a little while ago, but I'm going to be starting it back up again during these 12 days, just so that I can really focus on, not having my body struggle for any reason and just flooding myself with this nutrition. So I'm really excited. Hey, Samantha, thanks for hopping on. I'll leave some links to everything that I'm going to be taking during these 12 days. Of course, it's completely up to you what you do. This is just what I'm doing for adding in so much nutrition and really giving my body a break. But yeah, whatever your body's feeling like, go with that. And I'll definitely link that YouTube video. It's so interesting. If you're interested in like conductivity and energy and remineralization, this video is an amazing watch. And just thank you guys for hopping on. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.